time for your health check. June is Men's Health Month, and a reminder, guys, to tend to your mental health. You know, historically in our society, men have been taught to be strong and sort of macho and non-emotional. Joseph Harper from the Comprehensive Behavioral Health Center says there are 3 things men need to know when it comes to your mental health. First, don't be embarrassed. Seeking help is a sign of strength. Anxiety and depression really can take a toll on anyone. You would get help for heart disease or cancer, for instance, right? So getting help for mental health is no different. Next, you can recover. These days, there are amazing treatment options when it comes to mental health, including different forms of psychotherapy, medication, and even alternative treatments. Even if you feel extremely lost and hopeless right now, you can get better, but without help, the problem gets worse. Finally, signs that something might be wrong. Men like to make excuses, but they might say, well, my mood is changing, appetite, weight, feeling hopeless, and losing interest in activities that used to be enjoyable, feeling overly stressed or anxious. But if they start to have thoughts about harming themselves or taking their lives, or maybe even have a decline in concentration, you might notice substance abuse or unexplained physical symptoms like stomach aches and headaches. You really do want to get help. Talk to a close friend or family member, maybe a mental health professional, a family doctor. You can find resources and information online that are helpful. Join an online or in-person support group and really focus on self-help options, right? Like relaxation, meditation, stress relief, muscle relaxation, any sort of physical activity. And please do remember, in an emergency, don't forget the National Suicide Hotline, 800-273-8255. You know, people who start to exercise before or during middle age typically save between $800 and $1,800 every year on healthcare costs. This is after retirement. This is all based on a new study examining exercise and Medicare claims. The study mirrors a lot of what I already tell y'all. Physical activity is associated with longer lifespan, lower risk for type 2 diabetes, cancer, depression, arthritis, obesity, and dementia. So get out and exercise. And here's one way to do it. Today is International Day of Yoga. It's been celebrated since 2015, 2014, that time frame, thanks to the United Nations. Every year there's a theme, and this year's theme is Yoga for Well-Being. Beyond just physical impact, organizers really are trying to drive home that yoga can help with overall wellness. So there's a virtual event from 7:30 till 9 this morning on UN Web TV. You can also find a ton of free yoga classes around town today. I'll link some of those for you to my Instagram stories. So get out there and move, and I know that meteorologist Kaylee Dion, you will be moving at some point today.
I will. I've actually been moving so much today.
Already?
I need to look at how many steps I've done, but I really feel like I've done quite a bit.
Yeah, you've been very active in that weather center.
I mean, there's so many spots that I have to be. It's hard to keep up.